Is the internet too hot? The Wi-Fi?
Yeah, you live.
Oh, jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm listening that for life.
You gotta turn down
Listen to that
it.
for life.
It sounds distorted.
I'm always for life. It's a blood. And yo, Matarada. Big old class for you, my nigga. I'm 40, brother. The world turned its back on me. I'm a criminal. We got soldiers. He got soldiers. But I got different ones. They know what out. I'll tell you what. Don't pray for nothing. That's in the church. We can't forget it. What's forbidden. Remain in the trenches. Just in the Lord. Oh, please. Forgive me for the times that I did what it brings giving. Had no respect to your oppressed. We bout you couldn't check. This loyalty and damn sins. Try to pick up with a blind faith. They said every minute matches up for my time share. The devils ain't grandparents, they hunch it like grandparents. But they gon' get it out the day, let you punch it. Or if you take that office of Gundy, they try to deal death to a priest. You won't make it out in one place, so you can stay. You can show you got the heart, say your name 3 times, and it's death to us partner. So how you feel about this truth out of show? You ain't it like you think, nigga. I should walk out, even your own people go to show. And when the Lord said they hate you for my name, tell you better keep it on. That ain't no more kiss, ain't no more question. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like Jewish dead. Murder from capitalized, murder at the Capitol. The world in the basement, we like fucking ready. I'll treat it all, watching life as it goes by. We give you mercy in this life, I don't know why. Some smoke never try to avoid. They dead on my brother, be the dead, so I don't get the phone to do my nigga. They like, how you stay focused? I told them I'm motivated cause you do my nigga. Brotherhood and weapons, still got weapons on the stick. And I never do my niggas like Bishop get right here. Never mind, don't believe. They up the MC. Shorty said she did, said she wanted to let that love go. So I let that love go. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a better. So feel like it's truth out of show. I should walk, even your own people go to show. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah. See, I've been here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see.
All right, Shalom Israel, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat, Yahweh Shemar Thumb, Bashem Yahweh Shai. This priest officer Krazah holding down the Tuesday Brotherhood class. As we know, Brotherhood is the staple of our law. You know what I'm saying? It's what the law is built on. It's very important that we understand this and that we, that we're doing the class on unity and coming together. So it's very important that we understand that we need to come together and unify as a nation. You know what I'm saying? Because of how our nation has been destroyed. You know what I'm saying? How we are pinned against each other and how we are destroyed as a nation. You need to understand that at one point in time, we were gathered together in true brotherhood, true sisterhood, and it was a beautiful thing, and the Lord was pleased with it. That brings me to my first precept. It's a milk precept, but you know what I'm saying? You hear it all the time, but it's very important that we understand it. You know what I'm saying? And it's Psalms 133 and 1. You know what I'm saying? I say it's important for us to gather together in brotherhood because, like I said, that's how our nation once was built. We were strong. We had numbers, like they say. We were gathered together in brotherhood. We were strong that way. And shalom, sis. And that's how everything happened. I mean, that's how we progress as a nation. Let me get this real quick. The book of Psalms, chapter 133 and 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Shalom of Christ. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord is saying it's a beautiful and pleasant thing for brothers to dwell together in unity. So that's what we need to get back to, because, like I said, we're pinned against each other in many different aspects of this world, whether it be for somebody's looks, whether it be for you from this side, or you live over there, or you on this coast, or you on that coast. It's important that we can be able to put that stuff to the side and come together in true brotherhood and true sisterhood and be able to dwell together, have a good time. I mean, you see it all the time in the ISUBK when brothers and sisters come together for various different cookouts or high holy days. We dwell together, we have a good time, black and brown. You know what I'm saying? So it's important that we get back to that as far as us being a nation. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotten so far away from that. One second. If you could, not to that, give me Zephaniah 2 and 1.
Come.
You got this one. You got this one right here.
You got it.
So let me do. Oh, remember to like and share the class, Baba Kashaf. You know what I'm saying? And always, look, this is another thing I want to talk about too. Always keep brotherhood and sisterhood in your heart or in your mind. You know, scriptures say when you hear heart in the scriptures, it's your mind. Mark 7:21 tells us that. You know what I'm saying? That's a heart, it's mind precept. You know what I'm saying? Keep this brotherhood and sisterhood in your mind. Constantly remember that we need each other and we all we got, because we've been dependent on the white man for so long and our oppressor for so long, and we have still not progressed. It's been over 400 years and we still in the same conditions that we was before. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you got a little bit more money now, but you're still at the bottom of society. And like I remember seeing Commander Junior Hanna was talking about, did a camp speaking on how Martin Luther King and what he tried to accomplish. Yeah, he accomplished and got people, brothers and sisters, in civil rights. You know what I'm saying? Got us to be in civil rights. But prior to civil rights, what do we have? We had lots of black businesses, and we was thriving as a nation because we were segregated. We couldn't go to the white business, so we was forced to go to our own business. You see what I'm saying? And as a nation, we had wealth. Now, well, more wealth than we do now. Now, since Martin Luther King integrated us into a white society, what happened to those black businesses? Those black businesses now fell off because now, why? Because our people were now going to white businesses. So they now, instead of still being like, I'm gonna support my black brothers and sisters, we went and joined and tried to go spend our dollar with the white man, and it hurt us as a people. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say unity is important, because if we would still realize, okay, yeah, we trying to be joined onto this nation, have civil rights, but we hurting ourselves. Martin Luther King hurt us as a nation by joining us onto our oppressors. When segregation was probably some of the best thing that could have happened to us. You see what I'm saying? It was probably the best thing for us. We need to learn to separate from our oppressors now, right? Give me Zephaniah 2 and 1.
Come. The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Gather yourselves together.
Mm-hmm.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Right now, this is the Lord telling us to gather together because we are a nation not desired. And he ain't saying gather to these other nations. He's not saying join unto Esau or Moab or Ammon. He's not saying join unto these nations. He's telling us to gather together as a nation, to unify, to come together, because why? It's to our benefit. He likes to see us join together, like we just read in Psalms 133 and 1, how beautiful, how pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together in unity. He loves to see that. You see what I'm saying? It's pleasant in the sight of the Lord. It's pleasant for us as a nation. Now, the Lord's telling us to gather together because you gather anywhere else outside of us, you're not going to be desired. See what I'm saying? You're not desired in this world today. So anywhere you get trying to join onto anywhere outside of this, you're going to be not desired. Give me Proverbs 3 and 31. So like, you gathering together to these other nations because you want to be like them. And the Lord tells us in Proverbs 3:31, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to get that for you right now. 1 second.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31.
Mm-hmm.
Envy thou not the oppressor,
Mm-hmm.
and choose none of his ways.
Envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. All right. First off, to understand this precept, you got to understand that you are oppressed in this in today's world.
Right.
You've been oppressed for years and years and years. You are oppressed in today's society. You have to understand that. And if you don't think you're oppressed, hold on. If you don't think you're oppressed in today's society, I don't get it, because it's like we done been from, okay, think back, go back to slavery, right? You done been beat, mutilated, robbed, raped, and that was blatantly in your face. You knew you was oppressed then, right? So then you go to, fast forward to the 1900s. Still ain't had no representation as a nation. Still ain't had no gathering together. Still being treated. I think in the 1900s, even in the early 1930s through the 50s, in some parts of America, they still practiced slavery. Like, people didn't know that they were free as slaves. I was watching a documentary online, and people still didn't know that the outside of their plantation of Louisiana. So it's like, until they start seeing like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and these brothers marching and hearing the uproar, then that's when they knew, like, oh shoot, like, we not supposed to be right here? I thought we was always supposed to be like this. That's when they knew about it. So then you have the civil rights, and people were still fighting for, and that's not that long ago, people were still fighting for freedom and liberty and rights because they were oppressed. So then now you come 1969 or the 60s, now you come to the 70s, still the same thing. They're pushing drugs into your neighborhoods. You own this, you own that. You can't get a job, putting welfare on you. You know what I'm saying? You at the bottom of society then. So then fast forward to the 80s and the 90s, I know the crack epidemic, brothers and sisters being locked up at disproportionate rates and murder rates is high and stuff like that. Then fast forward to now to today. You're still in the same condition you was in from the 90s till today. And you was in the same condition from the 90s to the 80s and the 70s and the 60s, all the way down to today. You're still at the bottom of society. You've been fighting for rights. They've been murdering you down in the street. You've been stuck in the ghettos. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about our nation as collectively as a whole. Most of our people are in the ghettos. Most of our people are in the barrios. Most of our people are at the bottom of society. Native Americans are still being pushed onto reservations when this is their land to begin with. You see what I'm saying? We still fighting for it to be looked at as our lives matter. Black lives matter. You see what I'm saying? We still fighting to be looked at as we are something in this world. When all since slavery, they've been looking at you as nothing. You see what I'm saying? Their constitution still declare you as 3/5 of a man. They haven't changed that or taken that out or corrected that. No, they haven't. They still go by that. You see what I'm saying? And they just evolve. They just been evolving their tactics to keep you down, to make it seem like they're not, but they still are. You see what I'm saying? Gentrification is one, and all these things going on, and we still divided as a nation. You see what I'm saying? We still can't get the concept of these people don't love us. We need to come together and love ourselves. You see what I'm saying? We need to love ourselves and be one with each other, because we not and had not been getting it from outside nations.
Right.
And the reason why you choose and still continue to get it from outside nations is because you envy the oppressor. You want to be a part of his life and his society or his ways. And read that precept for me one more time.
Come. The book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Right, and choose none of the oppressor's ways. You see what I'm saying? And the oppressor, the mindset of these heathen, they think of you like nothing, when they should think of you as a wise and understanding people. Give me Deuteronomy 4:4, if you could. The nations look at you as a byword. They look at you as nothing. They look at you as spittle. You know what I'm saying?
Right. When
it should be in reverse. The Lord looks at them like that, and you shouldn't be holding these other heathen nations to such high esteem, but we do. Why? Because our mind is diluted to their customs. You want to choose their ways. You want to be a part of their Christmas, their holidays, their birthdays, their whole way of life. You want to be a part of it, and it doesn't work for you. But when you join back to your customs and your laws and the way you're supposed to be living, they will now want to be like you. it shows in a little bit that we that they do take from us, like as far as dance moves and entertainment and what our style or our form of how we do things. They want that. They envy that, but you so caught up in what they got going on, you're not realizing that they really secretly want to be like you. You see what I'm saying? Give me a Deuteronomy 4:4. This is how these nations should be looking at you.
Come on.
Right?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 4.
Drop to 5, please.
Come on. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
Right, so whichever land we go to, this is what we're supposed to do. These laws, statutes, and commandments, right? Go ahead.
Come on. Verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
Right, so this is our wisdom. Keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments is our wisdom and our understanding in the sight of all the nations. They're going to see us doing these things and be like, right, go ahead.
Come on. Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a Salakia.
They said, surely this great nation, they're going to call you a great nation instead of calling you niggers and spics and criminals and thugs. Instead of calling you those things or whores and all these type of things, they're going to call you a great nation. Like that's a great Israelite right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a wise man. If he follows the customs of his people, he's a wise man, right? Go ahead.
Come on. Surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Right. Because they're gonna see that, oh wait, you guys don't sleep with you sleep with your family members? You guys don't eat this, you guys don't eat certain things. You see what I'm saying? You guys don't you guys value this more than that. Like they're gonna see how we move and how we act, and they're gonna be like, wow. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be shocked and surprised and look at us as a better nation. Like us in the UPK keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments is more threatening. Like they're not threatened by people serving God or serving the Christian church or going to the Christian church. They're not threatened by that. They're not threatened by brothers with guns and they all hanging out. They're not threatened by that. What they are threatened by is seeing you tell the white man he's the devil. You tell you tell the truth about this world. You tell the truth about this society. That's what they are threatened about. You teaching them the truth according to this Bible. That's what they are threatened by. See what I'm saying? That's more dangerous than you toting an AR-15 with a 100-round drum. You see what I'm saying? They more threatened by you out there on the streets waking your people up. You see what I'm saying? By you out there on your streets, by you keeping these high holidays according to the Lord, by you gathering your people into something bigger than what they're trying to something that they're trying to keep down. You know what I'm saying? But give me Lamentations 4:17. But is that it on that? Did you get 6?
Salakia. I don't think we got 6, right?
All right, go ahead, keep reading. Wise and understanding people.
Oh yeah, we needed 6. Salakia.
Okay. Read it one more time for me.
Come on. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations,
right?
Which shall hear which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Right. Surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. Right. But instead of being that great nation and gathering together, you want to be joined into a person. You want to celebrate Christmas and have birthdays and all these other holidays and pagan things that the Lord has told you not to do. Y'all seen that thing with Omarion jumping up and down with them Africans on Facebook? He was like, he put the the whole little outfit of these Hamites and put the little head thing on, and
oh man,
and it was just, I don't know what they were saying, but it was just jumping up and down. It's funny if you look at it, but it's like what is he doing? Like you can look at the people around him and see that he doesn't fit in. First off, and secondly, you can be like what are you doing? This is being those type of things, trying to be like an African, trying to be like Esau, or sisters get their hair blonde and straight and trying to, conform themselves to look like Becky.
Right.
Brothers trying to conform themselves to look like some Nigerian, you know what I'm saying, and dress like that. Like these are the things that got the Lord mad at us in the first
Right.
place. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? These are the things that got the Lord upset with us now. Like, why would you want to be like that?
Right.
You see what I mean? Why would you want to be like that when I gave you something way more valuable than that? You see what I'm saying? I gave you the ways that are pleasing to me, right? You got a pocket for? I got one for you right here. Give me the Baruch 4:1. Come on. Right? He's like, why are you doing this? You know what I'm saying? This has been a constant thing that Israelites have done for a long period of time. And it's very highly offensive to the Lord. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
This is highly offensive to the Lord to be like, I did all these things for you. I sent you priests and prophets. I done sent you, I had mercy on you and showed you my way of life, something that's very close to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? His way that's pleasing to him. I gave you laws and statutes and commandments, a proper way to live. Yet you choose to go against me. Yet you choose to be like a Hamite. Put dots in your heads and put on their customs. If you notice, Israelites don't go as far as the Hamites do in their own culture.
Right.
You ain't putting no plate in your lip. You're not getting them whatever the heck that is in their eyebrows. You're not. Some women got to get their hair follicles. What's it called? Like plucked out. That they got to be bald in Hamite culture. You're not eating cow boo boo. You're not bathing yourself up. You're not doing that. You're not going that far. But you just dance with them and serve their gods.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So are you truly even African if you're not doing that full extent of everything? You know what I'm saying? That shows that you're even halfway in that belief. You see what I'm saying? So give me that Baruch 4:1.
So if I make two, son.
Go ahead.
And as far as the Most High comparing us to harlots, like that's the same thing a harlot would do. A harlot will sit there and act as if she's a wifey type. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She'll go to that extent until it comes to the point where she has to struggle with the man, or where she gotta, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta have to endure some hard times with the man. It's just like, nah, it ain't it. I ain't gonna deal with this. I'm just gonna divorce you, take half your money, and then go about my way. You know what I mean?
God.
So we kind of like the same way. Like we playing the harlot, but we half-assing it too. Like we willing to lay with the other nations, but when it comes to fully going in and you know what I mean, striving with them and struggling with them, you know what I mean, we'll kind of bag out of it and just go find the next easy thing. Like,
right.
So like,
because it's like a whore has no home. You gonna get you don't have no home because you destroyed for this lack of knowledge. You don't know which way to go, and we've been trying to teach you the way to go. You see what I'm saying? We've been trying to show you that. Look, come home, come into this truth, serve the Lord in truth and sincerity. This is where you truly belong. You didn't try Christianity, you didn't work out for you. Some people, they still been in there, but for those who don't, I don't know about y'all, but when I was in the world, I went to church. I didn't really feel like good in there. Like, sometimes I did, like it was like, oh yeah, we singing, we praising today.
right.
But other times, like, it wasn't what I needed for my spirit. You see what I'm saying? Actually, majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? And then, you try different avenues, trying to be a Muslim, you try to be this, you try to be that, you looking, you searching. And then it's like, dang, nothing is working for me.
Right.
See, nothing's hitting my spirit like how it should until you come into this class and a brother tell you, stop doing this, learn to do that. See, this is what the scripture's really saying. This is what this. You like, dang. And you know what I'm saying? You ever get a breakdown, you like, damn, that's right. You right. You know what I'm saying? But give me that Baruch 4:1.
Kind of. The book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of the commandments of God.
Right.
And the law that endureth forever.
And the law that endureth forever. Right.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
Right. All they that keep these laws, all they that understand, because like you said, what's the two greatest laws? That we love the Lord with all our heart, all our soul, all our body, right? And what else? We love our neighbor as ourselves. You see what I'm saying? We love each other. Once we gain these two things, the Lord said that stuff endures forever. You're supposed to always continue, brother. You're supposed to always serve me, no matter what the situation is. That's why he said when he gave the laws to Moses always told us, in whatever land that we go and possess, whatever land that we're in, you keep these laws. You teach them to your children. This is what you do wherever you go, whether you in Japan, whether you in China, whether you in Europe, America, Haiti, wherever you at, South America. You keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, and that's what you do, right? Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob,
Right.
and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof.
Walk in the presence of the light thereof. Right. Keep going. I believe it's a little bit down.
Come on. That thou mayest be illuminated.
Keep going.
Verse 3. Give not thine honor to another.
Right. Give not the way, because these laws, statutes are our honor. You know what I'm saying? Us having each other is our honor. Give not that to another nation. Don't give that goes as far as don't give your daughters to these men. Don't give your sons to these daughters. Like, raise up this nation right, and don't give them your ways. Don't teach them how, like, you know how you ever see like black people teaching Edomite, like, our slang or like our ways of life. Don't do that. You see what I'm saying? Don't keep that for yourself. It's yours. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gave it to us to be a treasure for us, not for everybody else. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation.
Right. Keep going.
Verse 4. O Israel, happy are we.
Right.
For things that are pleasing to God are made known unto us.
Right. So this is my point. Happy should we be that the things that are pleasing to the Lord are made known to us.
Right.
Because it's not made known to everybody else. The Lord took out his time, parted the Red Sea, took you out of Egypt. Even to this day, he has you alive to this day. You know what I'm saying? Any of us could have died coming out them hospitals, coming out from between our mama's legs. We've been attacked. Even while we were in the womb, we've been attacked.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Because you was in the womb being attacked, I'm pretty sure it was pressures of her getting an abortion, or you can't handle this child, or she's fighting the struggles of alone. She's battling demons on her own self. You see what I'm saying? And your life is in a balance at a point in time. And then you get here, then you go through these wicked ass doctors that they got. I remember we talked about it on One West Radio how black doctors take better care of doctors of color take better care of the children of color, and the doctors, the white doctors, take better care of basically like the doctors that's giving birth to their race. They're going to have more care and comfort for those children that are of their own race. You see what I'm saying? So if you getting birthed by a white doctor, he's going to have less care. You see what I'm saying? They ain't going to care about certain things or mention certain things to you. You just another baby that's being born in this world that they don't feel needs to be in this world. You see what I'm saying? So you go through that, through the womb, then you get out, then you get older. Police brutality, various different things. People hate you just because of the color of your skin. They're trying to dilute your food. Poison your food, poison your water, your air. You see what I'm saying? Even your living conditions is sometimes bad. You know what I'm saying? You got all of these things building up just to go against and harm your life. So it's a miracle you even standing to this day. See what I'm saying? I believe they tested it before, but I believe in 1995, for sure by 97, GMOs was like full-fledged inside grocery stores. Then I remember a couple years back, they had it was like an uproar that they made, like the producers or the farmers and stuff like that from different companies didn't want to have to label certain things GMO and non-GMO, or like organic and not organic. You see what I'm saying? Right. They didn't want to have to do that because they was just pumping out GMO stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, pumping out poisonous food to you. You know what I'm saying? And I say all that to say, like, you get attacked on a daily. You know what I'm saying? Your life is attacked on a daily by the grace of the Most High. You were here. You see what I'm saying? You could have died. People like die of small things, asthma. You know what I'm saying? Right. Small things. You know what I'm saying? Can trigger a person and they die. You know what I'm saying? But you fighting, you making it through all this, all the attacks, all the small things that they're trying to do to you. You making it through that. You know what I'm saying? And our nation is still growing. So be happy that the Lord is with you in your life. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that for granted at all, right? Because these heathen want to hunt you down. They want to take your life. Right. Let's get back to the mindset of these heathen real quick. Give me Lamentations 4:17. And people ask, like, okay, since why would the Lord do this to us? You guys say that we are in this position because the Lord put us in this position. We're under these curses. Why would the Lord do that to us? Okay, and here's the answer to that question. It goes like this. You were so wicked and so bad at one point in time as a nation and as a people that the Lord had to punish you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He had to whip you. He had to show you what you were doing was wrong. Because if you continued allowed you to do it, you would just continue in wickedness. He had to correct you and show you what you were doing is wrong. It's not correction in the way that you would correct someone. It's correction in the way the Lord corrects someone. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference. We don't think like how the Lord thinks. You see what I'm saying? It tells us in the book of Psalms that our ways are not his ways. Our thoughts are not his thoughts. He told you before, as a people, this is what will happen to you. And this is what will happen to you if you don't. We chose to don't.
Right.
Our forefathers did. Right now in the UBK, we trying to choose to do so we can reverse this action and for our children to have a better life and for us to have a better life. You see what I'm saying? But for a long period of time, our people chose to don't. And then got corrected, then chose to don't again. Then got corrected and chose to don't again.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, how many times am I going to, keep showing them mercy? Y'all go into slavery. Y'all get out of slavery. Y'all quickly forget of how it was to be back in slavery. So I put you in slavery again. You get out of that again. Then you go back. Then you want to go back because we constantly always wanted to be like and join onto these other nations and take on their ways and their customs. Whoever we were around, rather than cherishing what we had. There was always some brothers and sisters there like, what are y'all doing? Get it right. Get it back together. And brothers and sisters didn't. Until ultimately now we in this point that we are now. And like how it is now. We're telling brothers and sisters to get it together. But they choosing not to. So now we constantly suffering from the outcomes or the mistakes that we made before, right? And now we are suffering under this oppression, which is by far the worst as ever under this white man, Esau. You know what I'm saying? Because he hates your guts. And it's been like that since the womb, right? Give me Lamentations 4 and
17.
Let me see. I think I'm on 16 real quick. Yeah, give me 16.
Come on. The book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 16. The anger of the Lord hath divided them.
Mm-hmm.
He will no more regard them.
Right. The anger of the Lord has divided us. Now the Lord divided us up because he was angry at us. He split us up as a nation, right? Go ahead.
Come. They respected not the persons of the priests. They favored not the elders.
Right. So you respect not what the persons of the priests. You didn't respect what the priests and prophets was coming to you and telling you, like Ezekiel, like Jeremiah, like various different prophets at this time. You didn't respect what they were trying to tell you at this time, right? Go ahead. Nehemiah. Go ahead.
Verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed. For our vain help, in our watching we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Right. Go backtrack to Martin Luther King. Backtrack to now to today. They shoot you down in the streets, and you looking for this nation that has shot you down to help you. Right? It's vain help. Read that one more time.
Come. Verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
Right. Our eyes have yet failed. We looking up to this nation for help. We're looking up to this nation to stop what they're doing to us. The people that are doing it to us, we're looking to them to help. They're not going to help. You see what I'm saying? They haven't helped. They might subside it for a little while because they don't want to uproar. You got to keep your slaves in check. But we're looking to them for vain help. The Lord calls it vain help. Who's your true help? What's it called? My help coming from the Lord. Psalms 121. Psalms 121. I lifted my eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. You see what I'm saying? These are the things that's what we should be looking for. We should be praying to the Lord, coming back to the ways that are pleasing to him, and then understanding, okay, we're not going to get help from them. You still blinded thinking you're going to get help from these people. Like, they're going to give you justice. You know what I'm saying? How many, just because, what's that cop's name that killed George Floyd, just because he got convicted? How many other cops haven't got convicted?
Right.
You get so caught up in just the one and don't realize there's so many other cops. And this stuff goes on daily. Daily. Brothers and sisters get shot daily. And it doesn't go on the news. It doesn't, it doesn't make headlines. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Continue.
Okay. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Right, you watch for a nation that could not save us. Neither do they want to save us. Go ahead.
Verse 18. They hunt our steps.
Right, they hunt your steps. This is why they're not doing it.
Right.
They hunt your steps. They're doing it on purpose. Go ahead.
That we can know in our streets.
Mm-hmm.
Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled.
Right.
For our end is come.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 19. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven.
Mm.
They pursued us upon the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
They laid wait for us in the wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
The breath of our nostrils, the anointed of the Lord, was taken in their pits,
Mm-hmm.
of whom we said, under his shadow we shall live among the heathen.
Right.
Verse 21.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Rejoice. Verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz.
Oh, you can stop right there. Basically, to sum that all up, they look at you as a second-class citizen. They're gonna hunt you down wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give you drugs, and then they're gonna declare a war on drugs. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna give you this. They're gonna give you a clinic in the hood, but then also offer you to get and push on you abortions. You know what I'm saying? You're too young. They're gonna give you things, but they're giving it to you for your downfall, not for you. They hunting your steps in everywhere, in every shape or fashion that you go. You know what I'm saying? Give me Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 10. Let me see if I see what I'm already looking for.
Yeah, see it. That's fixed it.
Oh, okay.
In fact, neither.
Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 10.
Come on.
It goes into the mindset of these heathen. I'm bringing this out. The mindset of these heathens to let you know that this is how America and all these other nations look at you. You see what I'm saying? Chinese man that had a store in your neighborhood for 20-something years and never gave back to your people. So yet you still go to support them. These nail shops, you've been supporting them your whole life. They ain't never gave you not one free nail, one free time. You can come back and get you some free nails and stuff like that.
Right.
They don't care. They just want your dollar. Go ahead.
It's like it, sir. Also, if you short like 5 cents, you got to put the product back.
Right. Watching you when you go into these stores and leave your backpack at the door. You in, you know what I'm saying, in your own neighborhood. Policing you, micromanaging you. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that we got to understand. It's not okay. They don't do that to their own. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that to their own, but they do it to you because why? You are the poor. You're the oppressed. You are the ones looked at as nothing. And the cold part about it, you didn't adopted their mindset so toughly that you even look at your own brothers and sisters the same way they look at you. You see what I'm saying? You look at your own brothers and sisters in the same mindset as Esau looks at you, as the white man looks at you, as the Chinese man looks at you, as the Arab man looks at you. You start to look at your own people that way. That's sad. You see what I'm saying? That's sad. Go ahead. Give me that Wisdom of Solomon.
Come on.
This is back to the mind state, how they think.
The Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
Let us oppress the poor righteous man.
Right. Let us oppress these poor and righteous people. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
let us not spare the window, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age.
Right. Let us not spare the widow, the sister that lost her husband. Let us not spare her. You know what I'm saying? Keep pressure on her in her time of mourning and in whatever time. Keep pressure on her, right? Keep going.
Come on. Verse 11.
No, go back to nor reverence.
Come on. Nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age.
Right. Nor they older elders. Like I remember they police tased that older lady. She's like 60-something years old. They tased her and handcuffed her and put her in the back of the car. And then I remember there's a story in it's a police shooting of a 55-year-old man. Shot him down at the grocery store because he threw a beer can at their car. They shot him down, shot him in the head. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about how old you are, what you're going through, or none of that. They just want to oppress you and keep you down, right? Keep going.
Come. Verse 11. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
Keep going.
Verse 12. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn.
Right. Let us lie in wait for him because he's not a part of us. He's not for us, right? Go ahead.
Come. And he is clean contrary to our doings.
Right. This goes back to Deuteronomy 4:6. How they said how these other nations will look at you as a great and understanding nation because you do these things, because you keep the law of the Lord, because you don't, like Esau sleeps with his daughter. You know what I'm saying? He sleeps with his wife's stepdaughter. Like he does these type of things. It's in our law that we cannot do these type of things. We can't sleep with the mom and the daughter. You can't sleep with the sister and the sister. You see what I'm saying? We can't sleep with if she had a previous marriage and brought children into the marriage. We can't sleep with them. Stepkids and aunts and uncles and stuff, things of that nature. We cannot do that. It's against our law, right? Can't sleep with our mom. You see what I'm saying?
All right.
Go ahead.
Come.
He said he's clean contrary to our doings. Go ahead.
He upbraided us with our offering the law. With Salakia. With our offending the law.
Right. We make them feel bad. Right? Keep going.
And objected to our infamy, the transgressions of our education.
This is what Esau thinks of you. Keep going.
Verse 13. He professeth to have the knowledge of God.
He professes to have the knowledge of God, right?
And he calleth himself the child of the Lord.
Right. He calls himself the child of the Lord. They have the audacity. See that this is how they show their envy for you. They show that, man, look. They think that the children of God, they profess to have the knowledge of the Lord. That's why they take the Bible from you. That's why in slavery times you couldn't read the Bible. They take it from you because they're jealous of it. He claims to be a child of God. That's why they whip you and beat you so bad, because they want to show that, look, your God's not going to save you. You're not no child of God. I control you.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 14. He was made to reprove our thoughts.
Right, keep going.
Verse 15. He is grievous unto us even to behold.
Like he's grievous unto us to even look at. This is how Esau looks at you. This is a nation. This is how your oppressors look at you. This is a nation you want to be joined into. Right? Keep going.
For his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion.
Right. Keep going.
Verse 16. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits.
Right. They look at us as counterfeits. You see what I'm saying? Right, which we do. Go ahead.
He abstained from our ways as from filthiness.
Right. So that's saying that he doesn't choose our ways because he thinks our ways are filthy, which they are. You see what I'm saying? Filthy according to the Lord, and filthy according to it will get us spiritually dirty. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed.
They consider themselves to be just. Go ahead.
And maketh his boast that God is his father.
Make his boast that God is his father. Right?
Verse 17. Let us see if his words to be true.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if his words be true,
Mm-hmm.
and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him.
Mm-hmm.
He will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. Verse 19. Let us examine him.
Hold on, wait. Read 18 one more time.
Come. Verse 18.
Let us see if the words be true. Let us prove what shall happen of him. Right? No, read 17 again.
Come. Verse 17. Let us see if his words be true,
Mm-hmm.
and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him.
Right. So they hear about how we say Esau is the end Esau is the end and Jacob the beginning, and they're like, okay, let's prove that. Let's see if we can kill enough of y'all. We can do these things that I mentioned up earlier. All these devices that they have to be set up against them. We can divide them as a nation and have them get locked up at disproportionate rates. Have them get abortions. Have them poisoning their water, have them doing all these things, killing them in the streets. If we can do all these things and end them, let's see what they so-called prophesying about how that's going to happen. Let's see how that's going to play out. This is how they think of you, right? This is why in Psalms 83, all these nations gathered together to destroy you. You see what I'm saying? They couldn't agree on many things, but they all agreed on one thing, and that was to your destruction. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come. Verse 17. Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him.
Mm-hmm.
For if the just man be the son of God,
Right.
he will help him.
Right. This is the mocking. They're mocking you, right?
And deliver him from the hand of his enemies.
Right. And this is why they do that. And they get so proud of when they actually get to accomplish killing us. Because they're like, see, from this precept right here, see, let's see if God's going to deliver them. So they say that they're the sons of God. Let's see if they're going to deliver them from our hands, from their own enemies. And we got to understand that the Lord will. You know what I'm saying? We got to endure this for this point in time, and the Lord will. But it will happen even faster if we understood who we were and stopped trying to see. Look, like we constantly trying to be joined unto them, and they constantly trying to kill us, and that's what's delaying the process. You see what I'm saying? That's what's like you constantly, it's like constantly trying to file for a job application, right? But it's just that one thing that's messing you up on getting the job. You all qualified, you here and there, but it's that one thing that's messing you up, and that's serving the Lord, and that's not joining these other nations, because we obviously see how they look at us.
All right.
You lack brotherhood. We lack sisterhood. We lack we lack the knowledge of the Lord, and it's killing us every single day, man. We got to seek the Lord. Give me Isaiah 55:6. Like scriptures tell us in the book of Amos that in our time of affliction, it's our time to get right. The Lord ain't giving us this time. Our affliction is for us to realize, okay, damn, I'm being afflicted. Let me turn around and do the right thing. It's like you whoop your child. You don't whoop your child just to whoop them. You whoop them to teach them a lesson. You see what I'm saying? And in that time of you whooping them, it's like, dang, okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to break this or grab that or do that again, because why? I got my butt whooped for it. So why continue to do the things that you getting your butt whooped for? You see what I'm saying? You don't give a child a whooping just to whoop them. I mean, if you do, you're in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? Don't just whoop your child for nothing. It should be for a proper reason. You know what I'm saying? And it should be to correct them, right? Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 55 and verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Seek ye the Lord while he may be found.
Right? It's the time to seek the Lord while he may be found. Because by the time those chariots come back, it ain't time to seek the Lord no more. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's do or die time at that time. Right? Keep going.
Call ye upon him while he is near.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 7. Let the wicked forsake his way.
Right. The wicked man will forsake the way of the Lord, which is what we did. Right. Keep going.
And the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord.
Mm-hmm. And
he will have mercy upon him.
Right. So let us return to the Lord, and the Lord will have mercy upon you if you return to him. The Lord said he will have mercy on you if you return back to him and serve him. Right. Keep going.
And to our God, for he will abundantly pardon.
Right. right? No, that's it on that. For the Lord will abundantly pardon all the wickedness that you have done, all the wrong that you have did. The Lord will abundantly pardon this. He will forgive you for it. You see what I'm saying? We just have to be knowledgeable enough to come back and serve Him and understand that we have an enemy out here that seeks our hurt and our destruction, from your children to your women to your elderly. You know what I'm saying? He seeks to destroy you. And he doesn't care if they're old, doesn't care if they're children. Like, okay, y'all seen that? Y'all heard about those two white kids that was shooting at the police?
Yeah.
They walked out alive.
Right.
I don't know if you heard the body cam. They walked out. They was like, man, please don't let me shoot these kids. Please don't let me shoot these kids. But they seen the little 13-year-old boy in Chicago. That police officer didn't have no regard for that child's life. Just shot that little boy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Without no regard, was like, oh, let me not shoot this kid. Let me not shoot this kid. Please don't make me do this. They didn't have that in their mind for another nation. They only have that in mind for their own nation. You see what I'm saying? They shoot you down whether you're young, old, or middle-aged. You see what I'm saying? They don't care. Go ahead.
So like it, sir. And also with all these situations that are happening, is all cops showing that they have some type of restraint towards situations like that, and seeing that we always end up getting, the lesser end of the stick. Like, our people will still sit there and try to justify anything that has to do with going against these commandments. Like, we'll come up with every excuse of, oh, it was just that officer. All officers are not this. All officers are not that. And it's just like, it doesn't have to just be the officers. It's just the institution in regards, period. Like,
right.
We're getting killed. We're consistently being raised, seeing racism and seeing like, we're consistently seeing our people getting destroyed. Seeing the tactics that this oppressor is using on us to destroy our people, and we still consistently just keep falling into just a comfort zone of this place. Right. Trying to find some type of comfort in this place.
They don't see it because they don't want to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't want to see it, man. They choose not to because it's plain as day.
Right.
Like, they show the restraint for their own. They show the restraint to not shoot these little kids. These kids busting at them. Got many different types of guns, shotguns, and they shot the little girl, but it was really just because they shot her because she came out with the gun in her hand and started firing at him again, like, oh, she came out the house, right? And they shot her because they was like, but they didn't shoot her to kill her, right? So it shows their ability to shoot and disable somebody. It shows their ability to have restraint, but they don't show restraint to us as a nation. You see what I'm saying? Like, they have tasers, pepper spray. They train to use the alternative tactic and to properly restrain somebody. You see what I'm saying? That's why they have handcuffs, second pair of cuffs, and things like that. They're trained to restrain you and disarm you. But when they see you, they just go straight to kill mode. See what I'm saying? So like that brother that they shot 2 times in the head in that grocery store. See what I'm saying? We can go. It's a long line list of how how they treat us as a nation, and it's plain as day. The Lord shows you to you plain in your face all the time. You see what I'm saying? Right. But you choose to ignore it because it's like, oh, it's not happening to me. Well, that's sad. But until it really hits home, then it really has to hit home for you to feel it. You don't feel it now because it's hitting home for your other brothers and sisters.
Exactly.
It's hitting home for them. Exactly. That's their father. That's their husband. That's their brother and sister, or child. Sadly, you know what I'm saying? You should be able to empathize for them, right? Go ahead.
So like it, sir, and that's a heavy point. Like, it never really like dawns on us until it happens to us closely. We don't care about our people enough to want to feel, any type of the pain that our brothers and sisters feel. You know what I mean? We can't just watch a news clip and see a little girl get killed by a cop and just feel some type of pain enough to be like, all right, we got to stand for something.
Right. We lack it. We lack the empathy. What is that? Vodka?
Yeah.
I'll take a little bit. Yeah, I'll take some. I'll take a little bit. We lack the empathy that is needed as a nation.
Right.
Like they say, it takes a village to raise a child. That's a tough saying. Not only just because everybody's raising a child, but it shows the fact that all of us care for that one child. You see what I'm saying? All of us care for each other. You see what I'm saying? Rather than it just being like, oh, she on her own. You know what I mean? Like we have to. It shows the lack of brotherhood when we lack the empathy, putting ourselves in each other's situation, in each other's shoes. We need to learn to reverse that effect because that's what's keeping the kingdom. See what I'm saying? That's what's keeping the kingdom. That's what's showing. We're not showing Christ and the Lord. It's like we're not showing the Lord in Christ that. It's like we're not showing the Lord that He needs to send Christ back for us. That we're worthy to get saved out of this.
Right.
We're showing the Lord that they need a little bit more correction. They need to be shown more, rather than showing the Lord like, hey, we ready. Like we ready. We learned our lesson. Because you still got people wanting to dress up like Africans and thinking that they're African. You still got people wanting to be Egyptians. You still got people wanting to be Christian. You still got people wanting to be Catholics. I don't understand that. Right. I don't understand Christianity either, but right. I for sure don't understand Catholicism.
Right.
There done been so many molestation cases and raping and all that type of stuff going on. I mean, shoot, they giving you Christianity. If Christianity is Christianity, right, it's supposed to be of the Lord. Why are they allowing homosexuality in their churches? Right. It clearly goes against the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Clearly goes against the Bible. Right. Catholicism. Why are you still in business if you molesting little boys? Right? Right. I know y'all seen them videos how they treat them. I mean, they heathen babies anyway, but how they treat them babies in them churches. Y'all ain't seen them? Y'all don't be seeing that?
Is
how they be slamming them in the water?
The Catholic church?
I'll just take it straight.
The Catholic church?
Yeah, how they just be dunking the babies in the water.
I seen a priest drop a baby. That's what was funny.
Having them by the leg. They what they call how they biting off the
foreskin.
The foreskin of little children.
A priest or something like that.
And they still go, and people still serve these damn Catholic pastors.
Man.
It's like, damn.
I just like it.
This stuff used to be a secret. Now it's out there and open. And people still go. Right? Go ahead.
It's like it also, like, I think that's in Judaism also.
Judaism?
Yeah, like they bite the foreskin off and man.
Because they're all serving one God. And that's Satan. To them. You know what I'm saying? That's what they serve. They serving the devil. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. They mocking you by saying that they're you, and they're serving Satan. You see what I'm saying? Mm. They don't care about the law. That's why they don't keep the law. They don't care about, you know what I'm saying, anything other than their own purposes. You see what I'm saying? Man. So I appreciate it. They don't care about nothing, man. And with that, let me get I don't want to go with this. Because we already went over the mindset of these heathen. We already went over seeking the Lord while he could be found. Give me one more on seeking the Lord. Give me Baruch 4:26 in the Apocrypha. Give me on getting to this brotherhood.
The book of Baruch, chapter 4 and so like a
26.
4 and 26?
Chapter 4, verse 26. Is that right?
Oh, I'm in the wrong. I'm in the wrong chapter.
Let me see if that's the one I got.
The book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 26. My delicate ones have gone rough ways, and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies.
Right. Wait, hold on. Go up to. Oh, let me see real quick. 1 second. Give me 24. Right? When we start to gather together, when we start to serve the Lord, I'm telling you, good things are going to happen, man. You don't see this, like how you see America crumbling now? Small things like coronavirus. Small thing like coronavirus crippled America for a period of time. Been like 2 years. Economy, they barely trying to keep it afloat. Now you got the wars going on, and the Lord is hurting this nation, right? Little by little, right? Keep going. Read Baruch 4 and 25. But if we continue to endure patiently and come together and do the right things, man, it's gonna be a beautiful day when you get to no longer have to get up and go to work at 5 a.m. or whenever time you got to work just to get by, just to pay your bills. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come on. The book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 24.
That's not the only thing. I mentioned work because I hate working. So like, I hate getting up and going to work.
Right.
I hate it. I'm like, man, I like getting up and doing these type of things, you know what I'm saying, for our brothers and sisters, but going to work, man, I hate it so much.
Man.
But I need to do it to what? To pay my bills, to provide for my children, to provide for myself.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
That's right.
I have to. And I gotta work overtime on certain days. You see what I'm saying? It's stressful. It's, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be like that.
Man.
At least I feel like it shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I wouldn't be, you know, in the kingdom, like we not finna be slaving like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't finna be. This is how Esau, they go to work like well-off Edomites. They go to work when they want to go to work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They make enough, like, oh yeah, I'll catch up on that next week.
Right.
Because they making enough money to be like that.
Right.
I'm thinking about taking a 3-week vacation. Ain't nobody thinking about, as a black Hispanic, they thinking about taking no 3-week vacation.
Man.
All that, we gonna think about all that money we missing. Like,
Right,
dang,
exactly.
I'm about to worry and come back and worry about the bills and my car note and all that type of stuff. Like, I ain't got time for that. You know what I mean? That's why when you see it, you strive for the nice things in life, but you can barely afford the nice things because they raise it so high for you to be able to afford it. And it's like, damn, I'm just a nigga in a coupe. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a nigga trying to make it around here, whether you got it or you don't. Because even as, and the Lord shows, I'm a sidebar real quick, because the Lord showed these billionaires and millionaires that it's even, they still racist towards you, even though you got a lot of money. Like, I remember this billionaire was talking about how he was trying to be on the whole like blackity black thing, or even try to say like they tried to, and you know, do something for his people, but they kept trying to block him. And he was like, and it wasn't because my permits or my paperwork wasn't right. It wasn't because I didn't have enough money to, because, you know, I got money. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't because of none of that. It's because they simply didn't want to allow me to help my own people.
Right.
See what I'm saying? They simply didn't want to allow me, and because of the color of my skin, they didn't want me to have that much power in that area. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And he was like, it's racism, even when in the upper echelons of having money. And that's like, that's the Lord showing you, it don't matter how much, because, you know, our people strive for success. Our people strive for accolades and money in this society. That's the wrong way to go about it. We should be striving to please the Lord, and in that you can be blessed and have just be comfortable.
Right.
In this kingdom, I mean, you could, you know, strive for it if you want to, but I ain't gonna say like don't go to college and none of that type of stuff. But I'm striving just to be comfortable as America falls. You know what I'm saying? And my kids to be comfortable as America falls. So, you know what I'm saying? We can be, and at that same time, we're not diluted by the money. We're not diluted by the, I don't know how do you say it, the ways of this world.
Right.
Because like how Christ said, this rich man came up to him and said, Lord, how can I get to the kingdom of heaven? I keep all the laws. Like God, Christ said, give up all your money and give all your money to the poor and come follow me. That hurt his soul because he was so attached to that money, that way of life, the way of life that brought the money. I mean, the money, how do I say this? The life that came with having all that money. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
He was so attached to that he couldn't give it all up. He couldn't. You see what I'm saying? That's why I won't care for millions and billions of dollars. I mean, I would because, you know, it'll benefit us as a nation. I know what I'm gonna do with it.
Right.
But like, that's just carnally speaking. But spiritually, I know that it would do something to your soul. So why even want it like that? You know what I'm saying? I just want to be comfortable. I don't want to be struggling. You know what I'm saying? I want to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I can able to go have fun and be with the brothers, and we can drink and have a good time. I can pay for a brother's food, or you know what I'm saying, and not have it hinder myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or take away from from my kids. You know what I'm saying? But even if it was, I'll give my brother my last. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I got it, I'm gonna give it to a brother. And likewise, a brother will do for me. This is a concept we gotta obtain. This brother was a rich man. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of the story with Christ, this brother was a rich man. Christ said, give your money to the poor. You want to truly make it to the kingdom? Give your money to the poor and come follow me. He couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? That would have gave the poor brothers and sisters something that they ain't never had because they've been poor. And that would have gave this brother something that he would never had because he been rich.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's brotherhood. You see what I'm saying? It goes hand in hand. He lacked that though. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. You want to say something, Swap?
Oh, no, you already covered it.
Oh, kind. But yeah, man, that's what we as a nation gotta understand. But give me this Baruch 4 and
24.
24 kind.
Okay. The book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 24. Like as now the neighbors of Sion have seen your captivity,
Right?
so shall they see shortly your salvation from our God, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting.
Right. So look, the neighbors of Sion, which will be who? It's not speaking of, I'm gonna let you know right now, it's not speaking of us. Right. Go ahead. What you gotta say not to that?
So like that's exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna say it says the neighbors, not the people of Zion.
So speaking of the outside nations, right? Are looking, they see your captivity, just how they see your captivity, and they loving that you were captive. They're now going to see your salvation in your glory. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna see you come out of this captivity. And that's prophesied. And everything that's been prophesied has been happening. People think that this Bible is fake, but if you go back and read Deuteronomy 28, and you read about them curses and what our people have been through, you'll see that it's very real. Shine. You'll see that it's very real. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading though, if you could. Like just how the Lord prophesied that we be taken away on ships. We got taken away on ships. That's how the Lord prophesied that we won't be shoot, dang. What's some of them curses? Give me some of them curses. I can't think of it mentally.
That we would have a yoke of iron around our necks. We would be stripped of our language.
Be stripped of our language. We will serve gods of wood and stone.
Right.
We literally serve gods of wood and stone. What's that wood? Christianity, that Christian cross. What's that stone? That Muslim rock. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
And no man will buy or
no man has saved us out of this captivity. God. No man has ever been able to save us from our being captive. Right?
It's like going off of what you were saying about the billionaire who tried to, invest into his people. Like, same thing with that's exactly what that prophecy is saying. Like, regardless of how much you want to do something, they're never gonna allow you to uplift these people. Like,
That's why it's so dangerous what Commander Juliana has been doing since he been in the truth, and the brothers above him. You know what I'm saying? Been doing since 1969. And what General Muhammad, what you do as a priest and prophet or as a trooper or as a sister, it's important because it's something that they don't want. And it's helping your people without having the monetary value, without having the things that they deem necessary that you need to have to help your people. You helping your people spiritually and coming back and serving their true God and stop being such whores as far as spiritually. You're saving them from that. And then be able to see that, oh, dang, I assisted in a dress. I don't have to move like that. No, you don't, sis. We can still have a good time just like this. We can still have a good time and chill and love our children and respect our husbands and honor him and honor ourselves by being this rather than thinking that, like, I just seen a video clip that, like, they promoting, like, sisters shooting up their man's car and
oh man,
like breaking stuff. Like, that's like, you want to hurt for him? Like, damn, you trying to kill this man? You shooting up his car and breaking his, like, damn, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But they promote that being normal. Like that's normalized. Like being that type of woman, like he did this, so I'm gonna do this. And it's normal for brothers to treat women in a degradable way. Like they normalize this type of stuff for us.
Right.
But they promote being a family and coming together as there for them. You see what I'm saying? They normalize you being a monster to each other and hating one another, but they normalize them having unity, them being the mother and the father in the household and all that type of stuff, having a family, getting some land, and raising your children. They normalize that, but they don't normalize that for you. You see what I'm saying? That's something to look at. We need to unify and normalize it for ourselves and stop having Esau or oppressors try to normalize things for us. See what I'm saying? Keep going. Read that one more time. Baruch 4:24.
Come. The book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 24. Like as now the neighbors of Sion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation from our God,
right? Which
shall come upon you with great glory,
right,
and brightness of the everlasting.
Right. So now they watching you they watching you as captives, and they're gonna watch you in glory as your kingdom comes. Right. Keep going.
Verse 25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from God.
Right. Suffer patiently. What's upon us right now? Because it's coming from the Lord, and you should be even happy that the Lord is even correcting us.
Right.
Because it says, Scripture says, "For to whom the Lord loveth, He correcteth." Right. You know what I'm saying? So just like you ever see somebody doing something wrong, you like, all right, oh well, like that's them, because you don't really care about them. You see what I'm saying? But you see, like, you got a little sister. You see a little sister doing something wrong, you try to correct her. Why? Because you love her. You know what I'm saying? You want to see her doing something right. And we should be happy that the Lord is doing that to us. That's why in this time, be patient. Continue to show the Lord that you're worthy to be saved, and you will be saved. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse. For thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck. Verse 26.
This is what they were talking about in Wisdom of Solomon 2:10. How we talk like this. This is what they mad about. See what I'm saying? He says he's the son of God. He says that their kingdom will be better than what we have now. This is what they were talking about now. This is what makes them upset, because they read your book and they see, okay, what he's saying is right, is written, it's for sure written, but they don't like it to be true. See what I'm saying? They don't want it to happen. So they try to cause as much destruction and hell for you now, because they know this is coming. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 26. My delicate ones have gone rough ways, and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto God.
Right.
For ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it was your mind to go astray from God.
Right. So for as it was in your mind to go astray from God, so you put in your mind to go serve these other gods, just how it was in your mind to go astray. What?
So being returned, seek him 10 times more.
Right. So now put it in your mind to serve the Lord 10 times more.
Right.
Put it in your mind to love your brother 10 times more. To keep these high holy days 10 times more than what you've been doing. Just how you wanted to go, you suck out being a Buddhist. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. Buddhist. You suck out being a Muslim, an African. Amarion traveled all the way to Africa. 14, 20 something hour flight just to put on a towel with some beads and get a little stick and jump up and down like this and say some stuff he probably don't even know what the hell he said. Right? Go ahead.
It's like, that's probably not all he was doing over there.
Man. Just to jump up and, like, come on now, man. Just how you seek that out. Seek out the Lord 10 times more in righteousness and stuff. Go ahead.
It's like the rapper and actor Ludacris, he went out there and became a citizen in Ghana just because his wife is a Hamite.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he gave up his whole culture.
Man, and that's why the Lord tells us not to marry these people. Give me Deuteronomy 7:3.
I don't know.
Give me Deuteronomy 7:3. That's exactly why the Lord tells you, do not make marriages with them. I don't care how good she look. You know what I'm saying? She's still a funky Hamite. You know what I'm saying?
27-3?
No, 7:3. 7:2. Start from 2. Deuteronomy 7:2. Oh, we talking about what we just read or this one? Okay.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them.
Right.
Thou shalt make no covenant with them.
But hold on, go up so we can get the name of the nations.
Come on. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 1. When the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it,
mm-hmm.
and have cast out many nations before thee,
Mm-hmm.
the Hittites and the Girgashites
Mm-hmm.
and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites,
Mm-hmm.
7 nations greater and mightier than thou.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 2. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them.
Right.
Thou shalt make no covenant with them.
Right. So look, when the Lord said, I done drove out all these nations, 7 nations greater and mightier than you. And when you see them, and I deliver them into your hand, when I tell you to do it, you smite them, you kill them, right? That's why we don't act on revenge now. We wait till the Lord tells us and delivers our enemies into our hands. Then we wait for that. We wait for that time, right? Keep going though. He said, I shall make no covenants with them, no agreements, no promises, no nothing, right? Go ahead.
Nor show mercy unto them.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. This goes to the point I was proving with Ludacris and his Ghanaian wife, right? Go ahead.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son,
Mm-hmm.
nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
Right? Why? Go ahead.
Verse
I
4.
was going to tell you why right now.
For they will turn away thy son from following me.
Right. They will turn away your son marrying a Hamite woman. This will turn him away from following the Lord. He could be devout, serving the Lord. It will turn him away from following the Lord. Why? Because a woman has power in her relationship. A man wants a righteous brother is going to want to please his wife, and the woman knows that. So no, now what? She's gonna be like, hey, but I wish we can just go to my land again. I can serve my gods again. And you're gonna be like, well, what's serving your God like? You know what I'm saying? Now you have open-mindedness to outside things,
right.
Outside forces that you shouldn't have open-mindedness to. Just like Eve in the garden. You know what I'm saying? She was supposed to have a closed-minded and be steadfast, focused on serving the Lord, but she got influenced by somebody else. It's like your wife will influence you, and now you're open to outside. You're going to eat of the fruit of another nation. You see what I'm saying? That's what she'll do. Just like they did in the garden, your wife will make you do the same thing if you marry in a heathen. Go ahead.
So like, sir, I just want to put out there what you're saying is heavy as hell, because if you're laying with this woman, you're one with this woman,
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for you to hate that nation with a perfect hatred.
Man.
Because you got this soft spot for this person
Mm-hmm.
who this is what their custom is. This is what their culture is. And it's just like, I can't hate them fully, because me hating that culture fully is me
hating my own wife.
Exactly.
That's why you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, I can't. How you gonna go? I mean, granted, brothers, have baby moms or may have ribs. They come in from the world that they came into the truth with. Hey, but you can't. I don't know. So like, I'm gonna leave that alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you over here, you go home, white man the devil, You go have to watch your damn ribs. She hear you watch your CO cast nigga like, hold on, wait, what? You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch that. Be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? And understand that us as a nation are not supposed to be joined unto these other nations. You wouldn't have to go through that if you knew about the laws of the Lord. If you knew about who you was as a person, as an Israelite, you wouldn't have to go through that because you wouldn't do it in the first place.
All right.
See what I'm saying? Give me finish on in Baruch, Book of Hashem.
Come on.
Or pick up where you left off. I just brought that precept out to show that we are not supposed to deal with these other nations. If whether you a sister dating a heathen man, they're gonna have you serving their God, not your God. Likewise for a brother, you're gonna serve their God. That's why happened to King Solomon. We learn, look at the generations aforetime. These things that are written aforetime are written for our learning. You know what I'm saying? We learn from these accounts that are written aforetime to show that, hey, you know what I'm saying? That's what we shouldn't do. Solomon was a wise man, but he failed when he married these heathen and erected statues to their gods. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, though.
So like you want 4 and 24 again?
No, wherever you left off for?
Oh, so like on Deuteronomy?
No, Baruch.
Oh, Baruch.
I think it was.
I think we were on 26.
Hold on, wait. Read 28 one more time.
Come on. The book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 28.
Mm-hmm.
For as it was your mind to go astray from God,
Right.
so being returned, seek him 10 times more.
Right. Seek him 10 times more. Right. Now, people lack faith. People lack trust in the Lord. Do you? You see what I'm saying? Do you have faith and confidence that the Lord will save you at the end? Do you have faith and confidence that you will make it to the kingdom? You see what I'm saying? Are you doing the right things to have the faith and confidence? These are questions you got to ask yourself. Am I loving my brothers myself? Am I willing to lay down my life if need be for my brother? You know what I'm saying? Am I willing to give a brother my last or give him some of what I have? You see what I'm saying? Am I willing to let somebody lay on my couch because he's homeless? You know what I'm saying? These are things you got to realize what you will do for your nation, because as a nation, we need these things until we're able to get our own kingdom back. That's why the Lord says you be patient and seek me 10 times more. Be a brother 10 times more. Be what you lacking or what you already are 10 times more.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Strengthen your weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? And by you strengthening your weaknesses, you'll help strengthen another brother or another sister's weaknesses. You see what I'm saying? If you offend your brother, apologize. You know what I'm saying? Clear it up. Ain't nothing like y'all might not have to be the best of friends again, but you can clear it up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it didn't mean it like that. I apologize if I offended you. Make yourself right with the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Make sure you always doing the right thing. Because like I always tell brothers and sisters, make sure whatever you do that you're on the right hand side of righteousness, that you got a clean slate, whether they receive it or not, that you like, okay, I did my part. I did the right thing. You can confidently say that. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, Salat.
I got something else I'm gonna say too, but like you see how we just mentioned that brothers don't have to be the best of friends, but like you know what I'm saying, like even if my brother offends me, I just feel like I have to get this is my or my thoughts. Sloppy, don't stand for this. Just my thoughts on it, like shouldn't it be repaired back to the original state of the relationship?
I mean, it should. But some things have, like, you know, as far as offenses go, it's like, dang, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, you know, like you got offended, you probably wish ill will on your brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like, look, all right, let's put like King David and Saul, right? Saul tried to kill King David.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, you gonna be best friends with somebody who tried to kill you? No, but you can be a brother to him still. See what I'm saying? Right. You can be a brother to him still. You can still, like, I don't wish him no hurt. I don't wish him no harm like I did. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish him no, I hope that, you know, the best things happen for him. You can truly mean that. You see what I'm saying? But y'all don't kick it every day. Y'all not the best. When I say best of friends, that's what I mean. Y'all don't, like, hang out every day. Like, some brothers hang out every day. Some brothers kick it every day. They, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be on the phone, they pulling up on each other, whatever they doing, they do it with each other. See what I'm saying? That's what I mean of best of friends. You don't got to be like that, but you do got to be a brother. That's required of us. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. Because I know me thinking on myself as a person and the person I am and the person I'm trying to be, where I'm trying to go. Because, you know what I'm saying? I do have a great sister brotherhood, but in a lot of ways, still my brotherhood is flawed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So there's things where I will offend a brother, like, especially if I slip up and I get my emotions or something that's misunderstood, and I said something, I might speak in a certain language and offend my brothers. I know I've done it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want my brothers to feel like, hey, I gotta stay away from this thing. Like this thing just off brand. That feel no, I'm working on that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get it better. So I still want to have that strong relationship. At the same time, I know I do have that ability to throw a brother the wrong and be like, okay, you know what I'm saying, fuck this thing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want my brothers to feel like that about me because I really do care about my brothers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I love my brother. And that's what, like, anything that I'm doing in life is trying to get myself in a better position, not only for myself, but I can be there for my brothers, whether they're young or old or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Brothers and whatever. I want my nation to be able to count on me at all times. And that's the only reason why I'm picking my life up now and trying to battle the things and get myself in position to where I can be that person.
Kind.
You know what I'm saying? It means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying?
Kind. And I would say this. Okay, since you know that about yourself, right?
Yeah.
You just wouldn't want to keep offending the brother, because then it will get to the point to where he doesn't look at you as a close friend, as I'm talking about, like where he wouldn't want to, like, he'd deal with you as a brother, but he wouldn't want to deal with you as like as a best, how I said, best of friends. You see what I'm saying? Every single day, kicking and calling, you know, that type of thing. That's why you gotta make sure you don't. Okay, I'm not gonna offend no brother, and you really, when you do, if you do offend a brother, you truly correct it. You see what I'm saying? To where he feels comfortable again. You see what I'm saying? And likewise for that brother shouldn't have it in his mind to be like, hey man, F this nigga. Or, you know what I'm saying? He shouldn't, that's unbrotherly on his part. See what I'm saying? We should, as a nation, the Lord requires us to fix these things. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
And to be brothers to one another. And that's what we always, that's the end game. And since we both understand that this is the end game, we have to work to that common goal. It might take time. Sometimes it don't take no time. You know what I'm saying? But as long as we pushing towards that common goal, we'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Let me get hold on. Give me 1 second. Look this up real quick. Get these brotherhood precepts real quick. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 John 4:20. I'm going to these brotherhood precepts real quick. Before we go, man. We only got like 15 minutes.
Oh, God. 4:40? Oh, it's like
4:20.
4:20. The book of 1 John, chapter 4 and verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother.
Now this goes back to why we need to gather together. You see what I'm saying? Because when we don't gather together, we have hatred towards one another. You know what I'm saying? We despise one another, and we're already being despised by these heathen. They already hate you, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, how you act. It's not going to change how these heathens look at you. It's not going to change it. But you can change how you look at each other. You can change how we love one another, how we care for one another, and how we go about things with one another. You can do that. You see what I'm saying? You have the ability to. See what I'm saying? Stop being ignorant to the fact that that is your brother and that is your sister. Love one another as the Lord has commanded us to, and let us strive for greatness instead of striving for division and having us be at this state. I'm tired of being at this state. I'm keeping it real. We got to get this together. I'm being dead serious. We got to get this together. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 John 4:20.
Come on. The book of 1 John, chapter 4 and verse 20.
These are some precepts on brotherhood that you can put down in your notes. If we don't get to them all, just run them down so you can have them. Go ahead.
If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
You are a liar. You saying you serve the Lord, but you hate your brother, you are a liar. You don't really serve the Lord. because the Lord has built this whole foundation on brotherhood. See what I'm saying? That's why it's important. Keep going.
For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love God whom he hath not seen?
Right. You can't even love the brother who you see every day. How can you say you love the Lord? You ain't even seen the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. If you got the answer, make it make sense to me then, please. Right? Well, until you figure that out, give me Matthew 5:22.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? We got to constantly strive in this brotherhood and love the Lord, man. Wait, before you get that, give me Proverbs 3 and 5. You gotta love the Lord. You gotta trust in the Lord. When you trust in the Lord, you're gonna trust in what the Lord is telling you. You're gonna trust in His commandments. You're gonna trust in everything that the Lord has commanded you to do. Right?
That's right.
Go ahead.
So like I'm on the wrong. You said Proverbs 5 and
3 and 5.
3 and 5. It's like the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Trust in the Lord with all thine heart.
With all that heart. What is your heart in the Bible? Your mind. Come, right? Go ahead.
And lean not unto thine own understanding.
Don't lean on what you think is right. That word trust is heavy. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, with all your mind. Trust the Lord is going to get you through this captivity. Trust the Lord is going to make things right. Trust that if I keep these laws and commandments that the Lord says, things will happen the way the Lord says. You see what I'm saying? You trust in the Lord with all your heart. Everything that you trust in the Lord to make your marriages right, make your marriages blessed, and your children to come, and all this and that. Right? Keep going.
Come on.
Everything that you do.
Verse 6. In all thy ways acknowledge him.
In all your ways acknowledge him. Right? Acknowledge the Lord. Be thankful. Be happy. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And he shall direct thy paths.
He's going to direct your path. You show the Lord that you trust him. You show the Lord that you love him. By doing the things that he says, he's going to direct your paths. He's going to make sure you get it right. Keep going.
Verse 7. Be not wise in thine own eyes.
Don't be wise on what you think is right. Right? Keep going.
Fear the Lord and depart from evil.
Right? Fear the Lord and depart from the evil ways, man. Depart from what you've been doing, what you think is wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from it. Go ahead.
Verse 8. It shall be health to thy navel, and marrow to thy bones.
Navel's your stomach, your body, basically. And marrow to thy bones, right? Keep going.
Verse 9. Honor the Lord with thy substance.
You can drop that. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the Matthew 5:22. Honor the Lord with thy substance. Doesn't speak no ties, right? So what I'm saying is the point of that precept is trusting in the Lord, man. The Lord tells you to love thy brother as thyself. You love thy brother as thyself. The Lord tells you to do this, you do that. That's why I remember since you asked me that question, why do we get reincarnated? I was like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said it, so that's just what I go with. I trust what the Lord is telling me to be true. You know what I'm saying? And it's like many different things. Like I get certain breakdowns on certain things, and it's like, yeah, that's right. I'm happy that I thought it to be right, but I'm happy that the Lord, I was trusting in, you know what I'm saying, what it was right. And now the Lord actually showed me. He directed me to the right path. He directed me the right way. See what I'm saying? Because I trusted in him. It was like, look, I'm not even going to, you showed me that you got faith, I'm going to show you that your faith is confirmed. You see what I'm saying? Continue to keep trusting him. Keep going. I mean, go ahead.
So like I was going to add also, like, as far as your day-to-day lifestyle also, like I'm one of those type of people where like I get weary in my like my tests.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like, you know what I mean? Because it seems when you going through the fire, like it seems like there's no light at the end of the tunnel.
Man,
like, so I'm saying like don't try to understand what the Lord is going to use to get you out of that. You know what I mean? So you not understanding, you just thinking that you just stuck in this bubble and there's no way about it. You know what I mean? It's easy to kind of steer away from staying diligent, staying wise and staying faithful. So
yeah, it does. Because it's trying to be used as a stumbling block. You see what I'm saying? To make you trip up. It can go back to who you once were or what you once used to do. And it's like okay, you understand that it's this, you gotta address it as such and move as such. You see what I'm saying? And kind of the battle gets hard, you know what I'm saying? It gets consuming, you know what I'm saying? That's all you can think about at certain times. That's all you can but you gotta realize that you always gotta take the time to self-reflect. In the situations and out the situations, sit back and be like, okay, I'm going through this. You know what I'm saying? What is the end game? How can I fix it now? And how can I make sure that what's going to happen at the end happens? Or what needs to happen at the end happens. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You always got to take that time, brother, because I remember going through my troubles, I had to just take some time aside and be like, man, let me just think. I need just quietness. Let me just think about what I need to accomplish. How can I fix my little situation now, whether it be little or whether it be big? Sometimes the little things is a win. It's a victory. You know what I'm saying? It's a little. I didn't go up this time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like yell, cuss. That's a victory. You know what I'm saying? That's temperance. You know what I'm saying? I learned to walk away. I learned to endure that much longer. You see what I'm saying? I learned how to be calm in this type of situation. It's certain things like that's small, but it's a victory because you achieve something that you didn't used to do. You see what I'm saying? And it's beneficial for your end game. You see what I'm saying? For how you trying to be who you say you're gonna be, it's beneficial for that. You see what I'm saying? And it's just small victories. You get enough small victories, you can tackle a big victory. And it's like, dang, okay. Now you get a little bit more confidence in your trouble or in your hardship. You see what I'm saying? And that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So some people just shoot for the stars and it's like, you miss. You're like, dang, now you back at square one. And you just take the small steps and self-reflect and move on. Like, I'm not going to be like this and don't be like that. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to be like this and I'll be like that. Put the action behind your words or your commitment to yourself. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, Swap.
That's a proper approach right there, sir, because it's inch by inch that perfection happens. You can't take no shortcuts. You can't skip nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So those little battles, those are really major things. Like life or people, that's nothing. Or the enemy may put that in your mind. That's something small. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Skip over that or go around. You know what I'm saying? But as you take time to fix everything one by one, step by step, second by second, minute by minute, you know what I'm saying? It's by inch. Like that's how you get things perfect. You know what I'm saying? You take that time. And that's great. That, you know what I'm saying? When your mind frame is like that, that's when you're at your greatest.
Yeah.
Because ain't nothing gonna pass. Ain't nothing go. You know what I'm saying? You take the time to fix everything.
Right.
And at that point, man, when you go through that and you still think, like you said earlier, sticking to what the Most High said. You know what I'm saying? And not trying to believe what He said and stick that and nothing else. And that's how you make those changes.
Right.
Because no matter how bad the trials hurt or whatever you go through, man, stick to what the Most High said. And if you do fall, apologize. That's Most High, and don't do it again. You know what I'm saying? And
it's like the good thing that you got to go to compare to is go back to. Some people they got like, look, they trying to be this person, but they don't got nothing to fall back on to be like, okay, how do I be this person? You got the word of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? You got brothers that you can call on. You got the Bible, the truth. You see what I'm saying? To fall back on and be like, okay, did I do this right? You know what I'm saying? And you can go back on, dang, okay, our brother in this situation, when they handled it like this, I handled it like that. Let me go back and next time I can handle it like this. You see what I'm saying? You have something to reflect on in situations that brothers previously it's written of in the Bible didn't went through. You see what I'm saying? Or happened. And you've seen the outcome of their happenings. You're like, okay, I gotta move like this. Like for small circumstances. Like I can look at the situation of King Solomon and be like, I'm not gonna go get no healing. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. The Lord is against that.
That's right.
I don't care how bad she might look to me. I might want her and all that type of stuff. But I'm not going to go do it because I've seen great men fall by this. See what I'm saying? Likewise for other situations. That was just the first one that popped in my mind, so I brought that up. You see what I'm saying? But you got to trust in the Lord and stay focused on what you're trying to do. Like brothers going through hardships, this is small things, like you said. So it's just small things that get you through it, small victories. But sometimes you got to get it together fast. You know what I'm saying? You can't take it inch by inch. You got to get it together fast. And the Lord might be trying to see how you adjust to that too as well. But you got to be able to be adaptable to those type of situations as well. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying, if I ain't trying to read taking time, might just mean that you knocking down everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
In order, like not let nothing pass, not let the slip, just taking everything seriously. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That mean like taking a massive amount of time to get through it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that.
Kind of. It's like it. But go ahead. Give me Luke 6:31.
Come on.
About to probably be my last precept. Luke 6:31. Luke 6:31. Let me see.
The book of Luke, chapter 6 and verse 31.
Mm-hmm.
And as ye would that man should do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
Go up one verse.
Come on. The book of Luke, chapter 6 and verse 30. Give to every man that asketh of thee, and of him that taketh away thy goods, ask them not again.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Is this not the one? This is not the one I want. Hold on. Okay, give me James chapter 2, real quick. Oh, where is it at? I'm trying to find this precept. I thought I had it written down right here.
The book of James, chapter 1, verse 2.
James 2 and give me 2 and 8. Maybe that's what I want.
If ye fulfill the royal.
Okay.
The book of James, chapter 2 and verse 8. If ye fulfill the royal law according to the scripture, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
All right, the royal law meaning the top law, right? Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Go ahead.
Ye do well.
You will do well. Go ahead.
Verse 9. But if ye have respect to persons, ye commit sin, and are convinced of the law as transgression.
It's like it. Mark 12 and 29. That's what I want. Salaki. I'm trying to find it. And I think this is it. It's the greatest commandment, but it's written in a different way.
The book of Mark, chapter 12 and verse 29. And Yahushua answered him, the first of all commandments is, hear, O Israel.
Right? The Lord is speaking to us as Israelites, right?
The Lord our God is one Lord.
Right? There's one God. Right? Because a lot of people mistakenly Christ as God. Christ said, he said, look, it's only one God. All right, go ahead.
Verse 30. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul,
right,
and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength.
Right.
This is the first commandment.
This is what you need to do. Serve the Lord, fear the Lord, trust in the Lord, seek the Lord, love the Lord, right? Serve him. Go ahead.
Verse 31.
With everything you got in, you read in Baruch 4 and 28, how you went after the other things. Come and serve the Lord, remember the Lord, and serve him 10 times more. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, though.
Verse 31. And the second is like, namely this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Right. So whatever you would not do to yourself, you don't do it to your neighbor. You see what I'm saying? Whether it's sleeping with his wife, whether it's whatever it is. It's on so many different things you would not do to yourself. But you shouldn't do it to your brother. If you offend a brother, you don't like the way you spoke to that brother, and you wouldn't want to get spoken to like that, likewise, the same thing. You see what I'm saying? In all aspects and facets of this, you're supposed to love your brother as yourself. Even if that didn't offend the brother, if you wouldn't like it, you should still be like Salaki. You know what I'm saying? Because that's loving our neighbor as ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Okay. There is none other commandment greater than these.
Right. And there's no other commandments greater than these. These are the foundations of the law. Everything that the law is built on, everything is built on brotherhood, man. They go hand in hand. Right? And with that, I'm going to end the class. You know what I'm saying?